Welcome in all of my sacred sisters to our special self-love full moon experience. In a moment, we're going to begin a meditation to help you to see what your intention is, not only for this full moon of releasing and letting go, but of activating more self-love within you. One of the things I love to do when I begin an experience is pull a card just to see a gentle message for our community. The deck I'm going to use, as I always do for my events, is the Louise Hay How to Love Yourself deck. After I do that, I'm going to light our Tracy's Total Wellness Community candle. It's a handmade candle I make every year, and I infuse it with every single woman's intentions from all of my events. So from the beginning of 2022, you are now going to be added in to all the beautiful intentions and lighting all of those intentions up in a moment. Let's clear this deck. We'll see what our messages for the group of our sacred sisters here tonight. There we go. Give me some clarity. I forgive myself for any wrongdoings. I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to love who I am. Well, we're talking about self-love today, and we get a card about forgiving ourselves. So I don't think that's a coincidence. After the gathering, you'll receive an email with just a little video of me sharing this card again. So if you wanted to screenshot it, you can, as well as a little overview of what we do at the experience today. So just keep an eye out for that. And with that card of forgiving yourself for those wrongdoings, letting go of all that judgment, we're going to light and ignite our sacred self-care event. All right, my lovelies, it's time to find yourself into a comfortable position to begin our gentle visualization. I decided to utilize an essential oil for aromatherapy for this. I chose a blend called Citrus Bliss. It has a lot of citruses in it, from orange, lemon, grapefruit, bergamot, which is a really great feminine oil, and it softens it up with vanilla. It's a really wonderful oil to help uplift the spirit. Thought a great way to activate this intention of self-love. If you have any essential oils, please feel free to grab any. And you'll cup them over your nose. Whether you have an essential oil or not, you'll just close the eyes and we'll all together take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Final one, deep breath in. Deep breath out. And as you exhale out, the eyes stay closed. Begin to allow your hands to rest. If you're feeling you need more groundedness for our visualization, you can place your palms down. If you feel you need a little bit more inspiration, your palms will face up. The theme of our gathering today is about sacred self-love. So in a moment, we're going to go on a journey of what's an intention that you would like to set to allow yourself to access sacred self-love. As we go on this journey, please feel free to breathe in yourself in your sacred space. Feel yourself present and grounded. You'll breathe in the collective energy of all the sisters here together in our safe, sacred community. Breathe and welcome in, as I call it, your spiritual posse. Any guides, mentors, angels, God, universe, ancestors, anything that helps you to feel supported and guided. Feel free to welcome them in. And begin your journey of just opening up your consciousness and being open to what your sacred self-love intention is. And as you breathe in, the face stays soft, the shoulders stay relaxed, and you're open to the messages. You're breathing in, the belly fills with air. And breathing out, the belly relaxes. You might begin to notice sensations, words, colors, images flowing through your consciousness. Allowing whatever comes through to be exactly what you needed to hear, you needed to see, you needed to witness. And then tap into the wisdom it's trying to share with you. So you're breathing in and you're breathing out. Start, if you haven't already, to allow words to flow through your consciousness. If there were words to explain and express what this sacred self-love intention is, what might some of those be? Allowing them to flow through. Continuing to breathe in and breathe out. And beginning now, if you haven't already, start to chisel this down, if at all possible, to a single word. If there was one word that could encompass your sacred self-love intention, what might that word be? Once you land on that word, begin to deepen your breath as you fill your lungs with that word. Your heart starts to beat with that word. You start to feel your entire physical and energetic and emotional body is filled with this word. If you utilized an essential oil, you'll just bring your hands back over your nose. And oil or not, we'll all together take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, feeling fulfilled with your word. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Feel yourself back in your collective sisterhood. And deep breath in. Deep breath out as you feel yourself right back in your own sacred space with you. And taking as long as you want, slowly opening your eyes. You'll come on back to the room and you'll write down, if you have a journal handy, what that intention is. As well as, please feel free to write this intention in the chat box so that we can share in all of your collective intentions as they flow through. The intention of sacred self-love. Resilient, that's a good one. I love that. Abundance, beautiful. Self-care, yes, we're going to be doing a lot of that tonight, Cher. These are great. Envision, ooh, yeah. Surrender, ah, yes. Unafraid, untangle, ooh, I like these, ladies. So keep them flowing on in. I'm going to continue to see these intentions as they flow in. And what we're going to do now, we have your positive, yes. We're going to take a moment to just meet each other. Now, if you're not in a space where you can share verbally and aren't able to come on camera, completely fine. If you can't, just throw in the chat box if you're not able to get on camera. I'm gonna have us go around the room and just share your name and share where you're zooming in from, and then just share your intention so we can all honor you. I love to, for this part, I love to unmute and give you an opportunity to share collectively with the other women. So how I do this part is, if you're able to unmute after she shares, we just all together say, and so it is, to honor each woman and honor her intentions. And while we're all coming back, I'm going to remove my spotlight and view all of your beautiful faces as we come on back to the room. And so if you are in a safe space that's quiet and you want to unmute, please feel free. And I'm just going to go around from who I see first. And I see first on the Zoom screen, the lovely Lori.
Hi, thank you. I am Lori coming in from Orlando, and it was funny because I was trying to think of a different word, and of course we're talking about the surrender box, and that word just stuck with me, and I realized there was a reason it needed to. So my intention is to accept the things that I have no control over, that I cannot change, and surrender to what is meant to be. And that's a very important theme for me in life right now. So that is my intention for giving myself self-love, is to surrender to what is.
I love it. And so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Catherine, I see you next.
Hi, I'm Catherine from Orlando, and my word was resilient. And it's really stood out, I think, the most to me in the past year, just through experience and things that I've gone through. What I would have struggled to just go through the day-to-day with certain experiences, how resilient I've become, and to really just give myself love of how I've maintained to rise above those that really, like she said, I have no control over, and just surrender my control. And the more I do that, the more, we don't feel helpless when we surrender and just realize we don't have control, and we just have to grasp onto the power and strength that we have within, because really we can be our own heroes when we look outside of us for people to solve our situations, how much strength we have inside.
And so it is. Beautiful share, Catherine. Peggy, I see you next.
Well, I think my intention is forgiveness, self-forgiveness.
Was this card for you?
I think so, because I couldn't come up with a word, and I felt like I just got to forgive myself for not coming up with a word. So that's my intention tonight.
And so it is.
And so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Joanna, I see you next.
So I'm new to the group. I'm Joanna from Tampa. Hello, everyone.
Joanna.
Hello.
Hi, Joanna.
Happy to be here to meet another group of women. And I think this would be a fantastic thing for me to continue with. So thank you for having me. My word is unafraid. I am trying to settle into new surroundings here in Florida. I'm a New Yorker who recently relocated, and I have been coming up with obstacles after obstacles. So I would say that my word is just unafraid.
And so it is.
So it is.
Thank So you. it is.
Cher, welcome back. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. Yeah, I'm zooming in from the San Francisco Bay Area in California, and my word is self-care, but I also got self-awareness. Yeah, that's it.
I love it. And so it is.
So it is.
Shan, I see you next.
Hi, I'm Shan. I'm zooming in from Orlando, around the corner from Tracy. And my word is untangled. And it was something like, a bazillion words were going through my head. And that really, I said, just breathe and let one word come to you. And it was just kind of, like Peggy, it was just, sometimes I need to just untangle all those thoughts that come at me. And something I'm really working on is slowing down and diaphragmatic breathing and just untangling the thoughts before they spew out of my mouth. So untangled is a great word and a great way of being for me. So that's what I'm going to focus on tonight.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Helga, I see you next.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Helga, and I'm from upstate New York. And the word that I got was positive. And I think the reason it resonates is because I have learned that staying positive, no matter what, resolves things. It helps me to see things more clearly instead of concentrating on the negative parts of my life. And that has helped me a lot to see things in a different, view.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Cindy, I see you next.
Hey, I'm Cindy from San Antonio, and my intention is abundance.
And so it is. I love it. Janet, I see you next. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, thanks. Sorry, I was a little late.
That's okay.
I think my word or intent, I'm from Orlando, and my intention is courage. I've been working on having more courage in a lot of ways. So I'll just leave it at that.
And so it is.
So it is.
Denise, I see you next.
Hi, I'm Denise from Binghamton, New York, so I'm close to Helga and Peggy. I went through a bunch of words at the beginning also, and they were things about taking power back and claiming and reclaiming, and what I think those, empower was one of the words also. And I think what I was trying to get to with the theme of self-love and self-care is how to claim that for ourselves. And before we can claim or reclaim, instead of just looking outwards, we need to look at ourselves and look in ourselves and see what that even means to us, because I've never done that. I just realized, how about you picture it first? And then when you picture it, you know what the it is that you're trying to revive or reclaim or empower. Just picture it. So envision.
Envision, and so it is.
So it is.
Nadima, I see you next.
I'm Nadima, and I'm from Orlando. Moved from New Jersey about 2 years ago. And I was trying to, same thing with Denise, go with different words that, could kind of give me that feeling. And I think when I said worthy was when I actually felt calm. I am worthy of self-love, and I am worthy of the abundance that's coming to me. And I think I struggled with that in the past to understand, what does that really feel like? Not so much to say, but to feel.
And so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Beautiful share. And I want to just hold the space for all of our sacred sisters that were not able to join us tonight, are listening to the recording, as well as just my community in a whole of sacred sisters, that we're holding the space for all of them to access their self-love now as well. And I always say together, and so it is.
So it is.
And my intention for sacred self-love is, just like Lori said, my theme is the theme of surrender. We're going to be exploring in a moment the sacred collection box of surrender and what the deeper meanings behind it are. But I found it's so easy to get distracted by all the noise out there from other people's judgments, fears, stressors, to-do lists, everything, that if we can just surrender in to the present moment, we can surrender into self, then what we need happens. Like we're able to find the right answer. We're able to find the intention word we're looking for. We're able to find that creative spark. We're able to find it all. And so for me, sacred self-love is about surrendering. And with that, surrendering in spaces that I know and trust and believe are safe spaces, not just going out and surrendering to everybody, like being very conscious and aware of how I surrender and whom I share the space when I'm in those surrenders. And that's all of you, safe space to do it. And we're gonna close out this portion right now so that we can go through a little bit of our chakras and how we're going to set the stage for the full moon clearing we're going to do. So I'm going to close out this part, so you can always come back to this if you want in the recording.